Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So, updated bunny build using the external component core, so let's get right on into it. Starting off with the bunny build. This is very similar to my normal bunny build, except there's two changes. We have replaced Spear and Shield for MP Collector. We have also dropped HP Amplification for Nimble Fingers, what this means now is you can completely infinite loop your spider, perfectly good, and MP Collector is here because we are indeed using the Slayer set. Now, with the future update coming to Bunny, allowing her to bypass the 1300 sprint cap, you're gonna also need to keep your second ability active, so if you are using this build and I set up in the exact way that I am using it in, you will not have any issues and you'll be able to reach that max sprint speed comfortably with Bunny, and because of MP Collector, we'll be able to maintain it very, very nicely as well. Now, for the weapons, I'm using a 60% sprint speed peacemaker. Modules on here are the following: just defense master and tactical change, as well as better weapon weight, allowing me to switch weapons and get a ton of defense whilst rotating between my two peacemakers. My second one is one with 1 sprint speed and 2 grapples. If you were to use 2 sprint speeds and 1 grapple, that would also work, but this is just what I use. For my Malevolent, changes based on the element, but you know, the standard Malevolent build, this is what I'm running with this Toxic setup right now. But yeah, Malevolent. Make sure to use Payout, that's basically it. For your external components and Reactor, I'm going with Singular and Duration for damage and for, you know, keeping my duration up. Then, external components, it's back to Slayer set. Now, Slayer set once upon a time had a downside of survivability, which in this instance has been completely deleted. You can see here, you still want the same base stats, you still want the max HP, you still want the MP recovery out of combat, you still want the max MP recovery in combat, and then you still want the MP recovery modifier and the electric resistance, and then you still want the max shield and shield recovery modifier. Now, on top of this, what you also want to make sure essentially of is that you want to make sure that you basically just match this. Now, across every single recovery or the top stat, the orange stat on the components, you're gonna want to run max HP because we've dropped our HP mod. This is what the external component has allowed us to do. You can completely drop your HP, and as you can see here, I'm still at 7,000 HP on my bunny. You might not be able to see it clearly because of chat, but I'm at 7,000 HP on bunny, which is insane, with no health mod on my build. And this purple one on my memory isn't even maxed yet. This is gonna go to exactly, if not over 7,000. So yeah, that's gonna be great. Now, what I would recommend for the second stat, it's either going with defense across the board or just matching whatever is there. For example, on the auxiliary, get like fire resistance, get chill resistance on the sensor, get electricity resistance on the memory, and then get toxic resistance on the processor. That's basically the safe bet, but if you just want to stack your defense to insane numbers like I have too, I'm at 25,000 defense with Bunny as well, so you know, that's pretty sweet as well. So yeah. For the arcade tuning, this is what I've gone with. I've gone across to enhanced skill power, and then I've also gone down to max HP. I've gone down to attribute resistance, as well as movement speed, but the main thing is taking advantage of defense neutralization with Bunny, allowing me to basically strip armor and absolutely destroy absolutely everything with Bunny's 4th ability if I tag them with my first, or just straight up destroy them with Bunny anyways. So that's basically the Bunny build that I use. For my inversions, what I would recommend is having the sprint speed on here. I'd also recommend having the, I'm using the wrong thing, GG's. I'd recommend having biodensity augmentation, a little bit of extra HP. Then the third one, I would recommend having the probabilistic recovery system or selective neurostimulation. Either is completely fine. If you are using abilities or weapons and stuff, you can absolutely use the rounds corresponding for this, and that's basically it. I would recommend going with probabilistic recovery system or neurostim though, specifically for this bunny build. But yeah, that's basically it. Let me show you some gameplay. So I'm going to quickly run a 400%. My options today is Hagios Haven. So let's run that. You might need to lower the music volume. Oh, really? Wait, what the fuck? On my side, it's showing fine. Uh-oh. Alright, I'll run with it, and then if I need to re-record, I'll re-record it. That's fine. Shield cores are better than HP for shield. For shield build, shield cores are better than HP. Okay, noted. Thank you, Gary. So with Bunny, what I would essentially do is just run around like this. Then as soon as I get my chance to start swinging, I just go crazy with the grappling. And you can see here, you do get cores in here as well, which is the main thing. My Bunny is currently sitting at 8,200 HP. Kinda insane. I don't need any of this HP, of course. You know, it's just Bunny curb stomping everything. That's just how it be. I'm not sweating or tryharding in this run anyway, so this is just me casually playing. But you can see here, in terms of survivability, even with no HP module, this basically brings back Slayer set and makes Slayer set like the best option again. Because Slayer set has like literally no downside now. So it's really changed a lot of the way that you can build. Not having to mod for a HP slot is a major change as well. So, you know, this game's definitely gone through ups and downs. Now, I wanted to talk about how to farm the external component cores as well. Farming the external component cores is a back and forth as well. I've seen some people say that Sigma's better, some people say Purge is better. Oh, sorry, some people say Sigma's better, some people say 400% is better. It's completely optional and subjective. I think that sometimes you're going to get better RNG in Sigma, sometimes you'll get better RNG in Purge. The consumable item drop rate increase modifier does affect the drops, so you will get more if you use the drop rate increase modifier. Will you get a lot more? Probably not, but either way, you will still get an increase, which is what you're going to want. But yeah, Bunny absolutely curb stomps with this, and Slayer set making its grand debut and return is something I didn't anticipate at all. It's interesting to see. But you're just going to want to make sure that you've got your Bunny stuff on. I'm not running my max fire rate on my Malevolent, so GG's, but hey ho, we'll live with it. And I'm not using the Malevolent. I suck at this game, bro. But yeah, you just see generally Bunny, man. Insane. And even at the end of a run here, 2-minute run, wasn't really trying that much anyways. You can see, did we get any X-Codes this run? No, we didn't. But the core drop rate is still insane. Sigma is back and forth in terms of time and stuff like that. But if you need tickets, I'd say run the dungeons, of course. If you need nano compounds and stuff to actually upgrade your stuff, Sigma sector it is. But essentially, that's basically been this Bunny build. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. I make plenty of videos on the Descendant. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.